Hey, good morning, everyone. Mark, your motivation dealer, back with you this morning. Episode 267. Today we're talking about it's not a matter of skill, it's a matter of will. And so today we're talking about it's not about how smart you are. It's not about how good looking you are. It's not about how financially successful you are. It's a matter of your will. It's a matter of how bad do you want it. And this is something that most people take for granted. You can learn new skills. You can learn anything that you need to learn to acquire certain skills to get you to success. You can learn to be more, you can learn to develop yourself and do personal growth. You can learn to become a morning person. You can learn to put in the effort and learn the new skills. You can learn about, internet marketing. You can learn about, salesmanship. All of these things are skills that you can learn. But if you want to be truly successful, it's not about the skills, because anybody can learn the skills. You can teach a monkey to learn the skills. It's about how bad do you want it. It's about your will. It's about your refusal to give up. And, I realized yesterday when I was talking to someone that, I've said many, many times before that Rentec is a $1 billion company just waiting to happen, and there's nothing that can get me to stop. There's nothing that can get me to give up and give in. And I don't want to just play. I don't want to just be in the game. I want to win. I want it worse than anything else that I want in my life. I want it more than the next guy, and I'm willing to put in whatever work, whatever amount of effort it takes to be great. I want to dominate the world. I want to do some incredible stuff that makes people scratch their heads and wonder how I did it. So that requires will, not skill. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the strongest. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't have to be able to jump the highest. You don't have to be able to, push the most weight. It's a matter of will, and I like athletics as an example of this. In football, many, many times it's not like the most skilled team a lot of times loses because the other team just wanted it more. You don't have to be the most naturally talented player, but you can have an unbelievable drive and outwork everybody else to become a master of your position and a master of your craft. Kobe wasn't born the most naturally gifted basketball player. He worked hard to develop himself into one of the most gifted basketball players. And, Michael Jordan, yeah, sure, he could jump, but Michael Jordan became great because he studied film, because he looked at the competition, because he created stories about his competition to help motivate him and drive him and to outwill that defender who was trying to stop him. And the offensive and defensive lines in football, it's about who wants it more. They're both equally strong. They're both equally tough. But at the end of the day, if the defender's going to get to the quarterback, it's going to be because they want it more than an offensive lineman. And if that offensive lineman's going to keep that defender off of his quarterback, and he's going to put that defensive lineman on the ground, it's about his will. They're both tough guys, especially in the NFL. They're the top. They're the cream of the crop. They're what's risen to the surface and are the most talented players in the entire world in American football. So, but it's not often the most skilled player. We've seen examples of incredibly skilled players coming out of the draft, coming out of college, and just become a bust in the professional leagues. And that's because they just didn't have the will. Like, I remember a conversation that Kobe was having where he talked about man, if he could have developed a work ethic, if he could have gotten Shaq back in the day, if he would have gotten Shaq to put in half the effort he was putting in, he said flat out, Shaq would have been the greatest player of all time. But he just didn't have that will. He just didn't have that drive. He just didn't have the willingness to put in the practices in the early mornings and the late nights. And if he was, he would have been one of the greatest of all time. He had the natural ability, but it's not about natural ability. It's about your will. It's about how hard you're willing to go. You know, are you willing to put in a crazy, insane amount of hours to accomplish your goal? I've put in an insane amount of hours. Now, I've worked for over a year on my company. We started in April of 22. So we're at like, I don't know, what is that, like 16 months or 15 months, something like that. So like almost a year and a half. And if it takes another year and a half to get it off the ground, if it takes another 5 years to hit $100 million a year, if it takes 10 years or 20 years even to become that billion-dollar company that I talked about, that I always talk about, so be it. I'm going to have the will to make it happen. I'm going to put in the insane amount of effort to make it happen. I'm going to do whatever's necessary to make that happen. Nothing can stop me. And so that's what it takes. It's not about your skill. It's about your will. How bad do you want it? Do you want it more than that other guy? Do you want to be successful, or would you kind of like to be successful? If you're just wishing for it to happen and you're not putting in any work, it's never going to happen. So how bad do you want it? Nothing can stop me from achieving my greatness. Nothing can stop me from making Rentec a billion-dollar company. Nothing can stop me from making a profound impact in the world and helping to defend the 3 basic human rights of food, water, and shelter for everyone on the globe. Nothing can stop me, and I don't want to just be a player. I don't want to just be in the game. I want to win. I want to dominate. I want to be top dog. I want to be the cream of the crop. And why? Is it ego? Sure. There's an element of ego there, without a doubt. No denying that. My wife likes to remind me of that all the time. But it's about helping others. It's about creating something that's going to create a lasting legacy and that's going to live on, 100, 200, 300 years beyond me. It's about making the history books. It's about people reading about me and my company and what we did for the planet long after I'm gone. That's what it's about, and that's why I work so hard, and that's why I will not give up, and that's why I'll continue to pursue every avenue that I can to make Rentec a success and have Rentec become the one universal platform for everything renewable, the one place that everybody thinks to go. If you need some renewables technology, you go Rentec. It's like, if I need to buy something online, you instantly think Amazon. If I need to do a search on the internet, I instantly think Google. One day, you're going to think renewable technologies and it's going to be Rentec. Now, I know you never heard of Rentec before unless you watch my videos. But that's okay, because I am in it to win. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to make it happen until it happens. No matter how long it takes, no matter how much money I have to expend, no matter how much effort I have to put in, no matter how much faith I need to put in people and in God, this is what was meant to be. So have the will to make it happen and go out and do the work. So remember, guys, it's not about skill, it's about will. How bad do you want it? And hopefully you're willing to do whatever it takes to become a success. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you on this Tuesday morning, and have a great rest of the week. I will catch you in tomorrow's video.